What if I told you, there's a prayer so powerful, so deeply metaphysical, that many who heard it once claimed their lives were never the same again? Some call it dangerous. Others call it divine. But one thing is certain, this is not an ordinary prayer. This prayer doesn't beg or plead. It doesn't come from fear or need. Instead, it taps into something few truly understand, the invisible world of energy, vibration, and thought. A world where your words don't just echo in the air, they shape reality itself. You see, ancient mystics believed there are sounds, phrases, and frequencies that align human consciousness with the creative field of the universe. These words weren't just spoken, they were felt. And when they were heard with full presence, they could open hidden channels of abundance. Now, this may sound mysterious, even scary, because it challenges everything we've been taught about prayer and money. We've been told we must work harder, struggle more, and push endlessly to become wealthy. But what if the truth is the opposite? What if wealth responds not to effort, but to vibration? What if one moment of perfect alignment, triggered by a single prayer, could rearrange everything around you? In this video, you're going to discover what makes this metaphysical prayer so unique and powerful. You'll understand how it works, what happens in your mind and energy when you hear it, and why people throughout history have used similar methods, from ancient Egyptian initiates to early mystics and spiritual masters, to attract divine prosperity. We'll also explore why this concept frightens so many people. Because once you understand it, you realize that your power doesn't come from outside forces, it comes from within. You'll see how this prayer defies logic, breaks religious boundaries, and reaches into a deeper truth, that your thoughts, words, and emotions are constantly communicating with the universe. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact mindset and inner state to have before hearing this prayer, so it can truly work for you. You'll learn how to open yourself to the vibration of abundance, and why it only takes one moment of complete alignment for everything in your life to begin shifting. But I must warn you, once you hear it and understand it, you may never think about prayer, energy, or money the same way again. That's why I call it scary. Because it awakens something powerful inside you, something the world doesn't want you to remember, your own creative force. So stay with me till the end, because each moment builds toward a revelation that could completely transform the way you attract prosperity. Don't skip ahead, and don't click away, you might miss the one truth that changes everything. Welcome to Bright Mind Within, where we explore the unseen powers of the mind, spirit, and universe. If you're ready to awaken your hidden potential and discover the deeper laws of abundance, make sure to subscribe and join our growing community. Let's begin this journey, one prayer, one vibration, one moment that could change your life forever. The word metaphysical means something that goes beyond the physical world, beyond what we can touch or measure. It's the realm where thought, energy, and consciousness meet. Everything you see around you began first as an idea, a vibration, a wave of intention. Metaphysical teachings remind us that before anything appears in form, it exists in energy. This is where the real creative power lies. When people hear the word prayer, they often imagine asking for something, pleading for help, guidance, or blessings. But a metaphysical prayer is different. It's not about begging or hoping. It's about aligning your inner energy with the outcome you desire. Instead of saying, "Please give me wealth," it's a declaration that says, "I am in harmony with abundance." It's not asking, it's allowing. Modern research even hints at what ancient mystics knew. Studies reported in sources like Peninsula Daily News and shown suggest that focused, heartfelt prayer can actually shift the brain's electrical patterns. Deep prayer increases alpha and theta waves, states linked to peace, creativity, and expanded awareness. Some scientists exploring quantum theory have speculated that consciousness itself might interact with the quantum field, meaning thought and emotion could subtly influence matter. This is why metaphysical prayer is so powerful. It doesn't just come from your lips, it comes from your entire state of being. The moment you pray with full belief, your vibration changes. You begin to match the frequency of what you're asking for. Instead of chasing results, you attract them. The energy of your words fuses with your feelings, and that alignment begins to shape your outer world. Metaphysical prayer, then, is not about religion. It's about resonance. It's your inner world tuning itself to the rhythm of the universe, and when both move in harmony, reality begins to shift in ways that feel almost miraculous. Alignment is one of the most powerful ideas in the world of manifestation. It means that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are all moving in the same direction as what you want to create. When you think about wealth, but deep inside you feel fear or doubt, there's no alignment. But when your thoughts say, "I am abundant," your feelings echo peace and gratitude, and your beliefs agree that abundance is natural, that's when real change begins. Studies on manifestation, like those discussed on GabbyBernstein.com and Medium, point out that alignment is the key that unlocks results. This is where the idea of a vibrational match comes in. Everything in the universe vibrates, every object, every emotion, every thought. When your vibration matches the vibration of what you desire, you naturally draw it closer. It's not forced. It's resonance. This is why people who feel as if they already have what they want often see results faster. They're not pretending, they're training their energy to live in that future now. As Medium describes, this emotional rehearsal makes your brain and energy field behave as though your desire already exists. Prayer, in this deeper sense, becomes more than a request. It's not just asking for something outside of you to intervene. It's a shift within you, a transformation of energy. It's tuning your consciousness to the frequency of what you want. The metaphysical view, shared by sources like Shoned, says our consciousness interacts directly with the energetic fabric of reality. When we pray from that awareness, we send a precise signal into the field. That's why this particular prayer doesn't need endless repetition. When you are fully aligned, even for one brief, powerful moment, that's enough. One complete moment of unity between thought, emotion, and belief can open doors that effort alone never could. When this kind of prayer is done with true alignment, the first change doesn't happen in the outer world, it happens inside you. You begin to feel lighter, calmer, and more centered. A quiet sense of abundance starts to rise from within, even before anything changes around you. You stop feeling desperate or afraid. You stop wondering when things will work out. Instead, you begin to trust that they already are. This release of fear and doubt is the first real sign that your energy is shifting. It's like dropping heavy weights you didn't even know you were carrying. As that inner shift grows stronger, small but powerful things start happening in your outer life. You may notice unexpected opportunities, a call, an offer, a small piece of good news that feels like it came out of nowhere. Money begins to flow more easily, not always in giant amounts at first, but in smoother and more natural ways. Situations that once felt stuck start to move. People respond differently to you. You begin to attract moments that confirm your new vibration. This is not luck, it's resonance. But it's important to understand, this transformation doesn't always happen instantly. The universe responds to alignment, not impatience. The physical world takes time to rearrange itself around your new energy. Many people make the mistake of watching for signs too early, or forcing results to appear before they're ready. When you try to control the process, you actually push it away. True metaphysical prayer is not about forcing, it's about allowing. It's the art of stepping back and letting the flow work through you. The moment you stop trying to make it happen and simply become the vibration of abundance, that's when the magic quietly begins to unfold, first within you, then all around you. Before you connect with this metaphysical prayer, you must first prepare your inner space. The process begins with clearing your mindset. Most people carry quiet, hidden beliefs that block their abundance, thoughts like money is hard to get, or I don't deserve more. These ideas sit deep within the subconscious and quietly shape your reality. The first step is to notice them and let them go. You can release them through awareness, forgiveness, or by simply saying to yourself, I choose a new belief. When you drop these old limitations, you make room for abundance to enter. Once your mind feels lighter, move to the next step, setting your intention. Be clear about what you truly want, not just in material form but in emotion. Ask yourself, what would it feel like to be free, secure, and abundant? Picture that feeling until it becomes familiar. The universe responds not to words, but to energy. When your intention is pure and focused, you send a clear signal. Then, quiet your mind. Even a few minutes of stillness can open the door. Turn away from noise, breathe deeply, and allow calm to spread through you. In that silence, you become receptive, ready to connect with something beyond the physical. When you hear the prayer, do it with your full presence. Don't analyze or question it. Just listen with an open heart and imagine yourself already living the reality it describes. Feel the joy, the relief, the gratitude of having what you desire. After hearing it, stay in that feeling. Carry it with you through the day. Act and speak as if your abundance already exists. This consistency of emotion keeps your vibration steady. The one-time hearing triggers the shift, but your ongoing feeling sustains it, allowing reality to reshape itself around your new frequency. Even when people try to manifest or use metaphysical prayer, many find themselves stuck, not because the process doesn't work, but because their energy is divided. The most common blocks are fear, doubt, impatience, and the habit of focusing only on the outcome. Fear whispers that things won't change. Doubt questions whether you're worthy. Impatience demands results right now. And when your attention stays fixed on the end result instead of the vibration that creates it, you block the very flow that's meant to reach you. As described in Medium, the universe responds not to pressure but to peace. When your energy feels rushed, the signal becomes distorted. There's also the subtle difference between expectation and trust. Expectation tries to control every detail, when, how, and through whom your desire should arrive. Trust, on the other hand, allows the universe to decide the best path. According to GabbyBernstein.com, this need for control is one of the biggest reasons people feel stuck in their manifestations. Expecting a specific thing on a specific timeline keeps you tense and resistant. Trust opens the door to outcomes far greater than you imagined. Then come the inner contradictions, wanting wealth while believing deep down that money is wrong, or desiring success while feeling guilty about receiving more than others. These mixed signals confuse your vibration. You're sending yes and no at the same time. The energy around you can only respond with the same confusion. The shift happens when you stop talking about abundance and start becoming it. Feel it in your body. Think from it. Speak as if it's already here. When you live in the vibration of abundance, without fear, without guilt, without control, you align yourself with the natural rhythm of flow. And in that space, manifestation stops being an effort and becomes a state of being. It's important to understand that this prayer, powerful as it may be, is not a form of magic money. You won't wake up tomorrow with gold falling from the sky or bank accounts suddenly overflowing. The purpose of this practice isn't to replace effort but to align your energy so your effort flows more easily. When your mind and vibration match abundance, you notice opportunities that were always there, you think clearer, make better choices, and attract people or situations that move you forward. Action is still part of the equation. The difference is that action taken from alignment feels inspired, not forced. Metaphysical alignment enhances your ability, but you still live in a physical world governed by real steps and responsibilities. Think of it as a bridge between the unseen and the seen. Your thoughts and energy set the tone, but your movement brings that tone into form. A person who feels abundant will naturally act with confidence, creativity, and patience, qualities that open doors faster than fear ever could. At the same time, it's vital to stay ethical and grounded. Avoid desperation, because neediness blocks the very energy you're trying to attract. Be wise about how you use these teachings. Discernment keeps you from chasing illusions or expecting impossible results. And we should be honest, science remains cautious about metaphysical ideas. While many people report real experiences of transformation, concepts like vibration and law of attraction are not fully proven by mainstream research. The scientific world recognizes the power of mindset and emotion, but the idea that thoughts alone reshape physical reality is still debated. This doesn't make your experience less meaningful, it simply reminds us to stay balanced, open to mystery, but also anchored in reason and responsibility. If you're ready, prepare your space now. Take a breath, clear your mind, and set your intention. Let your heart be calm and open. When you hear the prayer, listen with full presence, not just with your ears, but with your entire being. Allow its vibration to move through you, to awaken the part of you that already knows abundance is your natural state. Ask yourself, how would I feel if I already had what I desire? Feel that peace. Feel that freedom. Let it stay with you long after the words fade away. Because that feeling, not the prayer alone, is what calls abundance into your life. The more you live in that energy, the faster your reality begins to reflect it. Whenever you need to reconnect, come back to this prayer. Let it remind you of the truth you sometimes forget, that everything you seek is already waiting for you in the unseen, ready to appear when you align with it. Keep your mindset clear, your heart steady, and your energy tuned to gratitude. You are more powerful than you know. This one moment, this one shift in awareness, could change everything for you. So trust it. Believe in it. And most of all, believe in yourself. If you felt something stir inside you while listening, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Bright Mind Within for more teachings on metaphysical power, manifestation, and spiritual growth. Your journey to abundance begins within, and it begins right now.